Speed on board. Healthcare onboarding accelerated. Welcome to the third video in the emergency department, and this vector's operations. So let's take a look at operations. What's most important to operations in an emergency department? Throughput. What's throughput? That's the amount of time it takes to get a material or something through a system or process. So in the emergency department, throughput was the amount of time it takes to get a patient, when they come in the door, out to wherever they're going, upstairs or back out into the community. So throughput's the most important thing. The Center for Medicare and Medicaid, CMS, has defined three measures that are wrapped around throughput. They're ECQMs, the electronic quality measurements. And those are things where the data comes directly from the software, the EDIS, and is shipped out to them without it being data that could be manipulated. So that first one is arrival time to headed upstairs. So they measure the time you walk through the door in our triage till the time you're actually headed upstairs with patient transport. Clearly throughput. How long does it take to get somebody who's going to be in a patient upstairs and in a bed? The second measure is similar in that it is, come on, clicker, ECQM ED2, which is admitted to headed upstairs. Slightly different. So one is when you come in the door. The second is when the ED physician has decided you need to be admitted. They write the admission order. That starts the timer until you're headed upstairs again. So how long does it take to get in the door? That's the first one. And upstairs from an order for admission and upstairs. That second measure. The third ECQM is arrival to release. These are patients that are not going to go upstairs. These are essentially treat and release patients. That's the lingo most often used. If you're coming in, you're treated, and then you go back out, you're discharged home, you're a treat and release patient. So they want to know, what's the timing? How long does it take you to arrive until we release you and discharge you? So one thing that happens if the ED gets backed up and you're sitting in the waiting room and you're sitting in the waiting room and you're sitting in the waiting room, you will become an LWAT, or you're at risk to be an LWAT. LWATs are leave without treatment. So you're sitting there, you decide, I can't wait any longer, I'm just going to go home, I'll come back tomorrow. Or I'm going to go to an urgent care, or worst of all, for a hospital, I'm going to go to another emergency department elsewhere. So those are LWATs. That's sort of like anti-throughput. They're the people who gave up because your throughput wasn't working. So thanks for watching this video on the operations vector, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.